Today we're discussing the Phantom Blocks bug in 7 Days to Die. Now we've got a lot of info to cover and no time to waste, so let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I must say that the topic of today's video really has me baffled. What I'm calling the Phantom Blocks bug is not new. This bug goes back several alphas, and even though many people have experienced this bug, myself included, and several reports have been made, as of yet, we do not have a permanent fix to this bug. So let's start off by discussing exactly what this bug is. Now, the reason I've dubbed this bug the Phantom Blocks bug is kind of obvious. At times in 7 Days to Die, when either loading into the game, approaching a POI, entering a new area, this happens. Blocks appear that do not exist. You can see them, however, you can't punch them, you can't jump on them, you cannot interact with them in any way. They only show up visually. Now, the Phantom block that I've seen reported most frequently is this guy right here, the marble texture-like block. And as you can see here, these marble blocks appear everywhere under this overpass. However, the blocks are not actually there. It's just a visual bug. You cannot interact with these blocks in any way. You can literally walk right through them. So when does this bug usually occur? Well, it seems that this bug is more prevalent in areas with large amounts of POIs, such as cities. Now, I've run into this bug several times while in the city, but I rarely run into this bug outside of cities. Another thing to point out is that this bug seems random. Now, I'm sure it's not random, but it does not happen all of the time. Sometimes when I visit the city, I don't have any problem whatsoever with phantom blocks. Other times when I enter the city, they are everywhere. So what exactly is happening here? Well, I must be honest, I do not know 100% for sure, but my speculation is that it seems like the game is showing you imposters from distant POIs. For example, I visited Dishong Tower and ran into this. An entire phantom wall appeared right in front of me. And like with all the other phantom blocks, I cannot interact with it whatsoever. I can walk straight through it. However, when I get to this point, it disappears. But if I walk back across the street this way, it reappears. Now, let me show you something very interesting. If we go just a little further down the road, we see this, a very similar wall. And if we take a look here, we see these two dumpsters. They are in a very similar position to the phantom blocks that we see here. The only difference is that these visuals here are in imposter quality instead of the fully rendered quality. Now again, this is only speculation and I cannot say for sure that this is what is happening. So what exactly causes this? In truth, we still don't know. There are a few theories floating around out there, but nothing definitive. Some people believe it is a hardware issue, perhaps a graphics card issue or a hard drive issue. Others believe it is a game issue, possibly a memory leak. It could be both. We just don't know. And we also don't have a permanent fix to this problem. There are, however, several temporary fixes that people suggest. For instance, if you open up the console command and type in POIs, that does get rid of the phantom blocks. However, it also turns off your ability to render distant POIs. Another suggestion is exiting the game. Exit back to the main menu and reload your save, and sometimes that fixes the problem. You may need to go the extra step of completely closing 7 Days to Die. So you exit your game, exit the game, and restart 7 days completely. Sometimes that will fix the problem. Another potential fix is completely restarting your computer. And while these fixes will correct the problem temporarily, as of yet, there is no permanent fix to this problem. Now, this Phantom Blocks bug isn't necessarily game-breaking. However, it does make the game much more difficult to play. This bug has been around for several alphas, and although it was thought to have been corrected in Alpha 19.5, it still persists in Alpha 20. Now, I wish I could say that I was able to find a permanent fix. Unfortunately, I did not. My hope is by shining a light on this long-standing issue, perhaps someone with a bit more technical expertise can figure this out. Until then, we will have to endure and soldier on. No way we're gonna let some fancy phantom blocks stop us from slaying them zombie jerks. Now, if you'd like to see some more of my 7 Days to Die Alpha 20 videos, I've created a very special playlist that you can access by clicking the box in the top right corner of the screen. But for now, this is Savin saying thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll catch you in the next one.